Hello, everybody, and we are coming with our 10th episode on Passion Unscripted with Dina, and we are going to be talking about integrating spirituality, sexuality, and success, and how everything is so related. Dina.
Hi, Irina. How are you? I'm happy as always to be in your presence and very honored. Yes.
Same
I
here.
So, today, integrating spirituality, sexuality, and success. So, I don't know how long you have been into spirituality and manifesting, but I want to share something. I like storytelling. Okay.
Yes, please.
And this is my life. How I coach people, what I teach is my life.
Mm-hmm.
And I started 26 years ago. I am 26 years. I,
Totally, totally. Just as the baby. Just as the baby. Before you even walked. Yes.
I'm a baby.
Yes.
So I start, and my journey, um, I think the when you are into spirituality, you need to be very aware that it's a journey for you. So in this case, for me, and in this case, we are together now. You are in your journey, okay?
Mm-hmm.
And in business, so in success, you will be confronted with people that are in their journeys, and as a spiritual person, being aware and having the knowledge, sometimes you I in my case, I can't talk about you, maybe you will be agree with me. I think I don't know, sometimes I don't know anything. It's like I don't know anything, because you know why? Because then I feel like I'm humble. Then I think like that.
Right.
Then you'll sit on the ground and just accept, because I would be the last person to judge a co-worker or a client or not a spiritual person in the journey. Who am I to judge? So we are, as a spiritual person, we are the majority of the times eager to judge each other because we don't understand the journey of us. Okay, so that's my experience as in my spiritual journey, and combining it, of marrying it with sexuality, because that's what I think that's my mission up until today. Now I don't know in a couple of minutes because it can change, but my mission now is to marry sexuality and spirituality and success, because as I usually say, and I will not stop saying it, I don't believe in divorces. I don't believe in um, dissolving partnership in businesses or marriages. I believe you need to take a step and try something new. Okay, and as a spiritual person, there is where the not the problem, the issues usually starts, because sometimes we don't see that we limit ourselves the most part in the sexual area. Okay, and I do think that we were not made to be monogamous, but I do respect people when they um, choose to be monogamous in a relationship, because me myself, I do believe I'm very very afraid of all the diseases that we have outside there. So I do choose monogamy, but we were not built for that. Okay, we need to be very honest, and being honest and being open to something new will take your partnership to the next level. That's how I work. Um, that's why I think spirituality, sexuality, and success should go hand in hand. And if you're not having it, you should have a person alongside you, a person like you as a coach or like me as a coach, because we are, this is our work. This is our work. Okay.
This is
So
our life, not
this is
only
our
work.
life.
This is
This
our passion. This is our purpose.
yes, and I do believe that some people are struggling outside because they really don't believe. They really
Hmm.
don't believe that it's possible, and because they see a lot of people around them struggling and living that way, they think it's normal. It's not normal. Okay? If you're struggling, surviving, and not living, because it's because you need to educate yourself in something else. That's how I think. And in a half an hour, it's a little bit difficult for me to teach someone the tools that I provide to my clients. But I do use very specific meditation techniques, specific breathing technique. Not all of them work. There is a reason why you need to. I teach my clients how to, when you should use it, how you should use it. Um, yeah, that's and during sexuality, I do think both partners should be spiritually
Aligned.
engaged. Yes, engage in a program or have spiritual tools, because if you're only living the rat race and you have a spiritual person alongside yourself, it's going to be um, kind of difficult. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
and a
Absolutely.
lot.
I agree. Two
Yes,
people have to speak the same language
yes,
because, like for me, spirituality also defines as the growth, right? So, and I remember once Toby said on our comments, she said, you either grow together or you grow apart. And
yes,
for people who don't have that connection with the spirituality, by the way, we are all spiritual beings having a human experience. And I didn't lose my mind. That's the fact and the reality. If somebody is still sleeping to that reality, I invite you to wake up and start really exploring for yourself and see if that's the truth before you deny something. But the point is, we are all spiritual beings having a human experience. And if we are not connected to our spiritual side, we are disconnected on a lot of levels because we only perceive this life from the physical perspective, not understanding that there are more invisible things than visible, and how we can actually use the energy, that everything is created from the energy, how we can use the energy in order to modify and have the reality, create the reality that we want. And that's where the sexuality comes into play, right? Because sexuality is the life force, passion is the life force, it's the energy, the
yes,
creative energy that we require in order to do anything in life.
yes. And now that you opened the doors for more, I'm going to share more. Success. For every individual, success is different. For me, success is different than you. For some of
Mhm.
them out there, success is having a certain kind of amount of zeros on their accounts, bank accounts. Okay. For me, success is having a very, very good health
Mhm.
and have and be joy. The money I always have. There's a difference between having what is success for every person. You need to know what is success for you. Then you can start living
Building up. Hmm.
living towards that. Yes.
Totally. It's so true. Like, like I think for a lot of people, what they associate with the word of success, it's mostly the money, right? because
Yes.
that's the connection that we have in our brain. But you're right, like success to each its own. Maybe for somebody, success, like for me at this moment, success is representing the people that I can impact with my work,
Yeah.
right? Success could be to have the family, right? Success could be to live the life that I meant to live and do exactly what I enjoy doing. Success is to have the balance between your work and your free time. So
Yes.
there are so many different definitions of success, and you're right, Dina. Like, we have to be very specific and know exactly to define what it is the success for us. Not to say that we do not need money. Money, I love money. Money is the energy. But success is defined on a broader spectrum, and money, financial abundance is just a part of it.
Yes. Yes. And I would like to continue on this path because some of us think that money is not important. That what you just said. I
Yeah,
want money
yes, yes, I love
because
money.
money needs to come to me because I'm the right person to help people with that money. As simple as that. Because some of us people that are on the spiritual path think that money is bad. No, no, money is good, but it's not
Totally.
the main purpose. The main purpose is helping others, being being on your mission. Because some people misunderstand also helping people because I had this, I think last week I had a client and she said to me, I always help people. I'm a good female. I'm good to my husband and yeah, I'm everything and I'm very kind person. But sometimes spirituality asks you to be unkind and it's okay. It's part of the journey and you need to trust that. And it's something that when I speak to people on this, they think to me, what is being unkind? Can a spiritual person be unkind? No, I'm not talking about um taking advantage of a situation or hurting people or being mean to people. No, sometimes you need to be honest, and sometimes honesty does hurt, and
Mhm.
that's your mission at that time. Okay. I'm going to because I like storytelling. I had a client that she would always fake her orgasm. So the man that she was with thought that he was good in bed. But and when she got to know me and I told her she needs to stop, she had to be honest to this guy. And they had a quarrel. He couldn't understand. All of a sudden when she came to me, she wasn't getting the orgasms anymore. He thought that I was the problem, but she was faking it.
Mm.
And for her to continue in her using that spiritual energy, she needed to be honest to herself. She needed to get to know and tell him, hey babe, I don't feel anything. Let's try this way. Let's try that way. Because it starts in your bedroom
Mhm.
and then it falls like a domino effect in the boardroom. Because if you cannot ask for it in your bedroom, you can't ask for it at the boardroom. So that's how I see it. As a spiritual person, sometimes you need to be um unkind. I know, I honest.
Mhm.
And sometimes being honest can be unkind.
Yes, totally. Totally. I
Yes,
totally agree.
yes.
Yes, and Dina,
And
I like everything what you're sharing, and like I think once we become more in tune with our spiritual nature, we become more truthful to ourselves, and we stop thinking about pleasing other people.
pleasing. That's the in my workshop from survival mode to goddess mode, it's that good girl syndrome. That's
Yes.
how I call it. It's a good girl syndrome that the majority of women does have it. Either they have a good girl syndrome, or they become a male. They become so dominant, and they it's like you're talking to a guy, okay, but you are in a female body, and you are not using that female energy, that sexual energy. And that's what I teach during the from survival mode to goddess mode. It's either
Mhm.
you're a good girl, or you're becoming a male. And that's
Uh,
not, don't misunderstand me. I'm grateful for both of them, because during your journey, these stereotypes helped you through your journey. But there comes a time when you think you need to be aware. I
mhm.
need to get to know who I am, and that is where you need to be more in tune with your spirituality, with your sexual energy. Yeah, that's
Absolutely.
for me very important, and that takes you to the success. If you know who you are, that's successful.
Yes, it's already successful. So true. And
Yeah.
if you know where you are and you know where you're heading,
uh,
it's already, yes.
yeah, you know what, and that's good what you just said, because sometimes I know that you will agree with me. I know where I'm heading, you know where you're heading, but sometimes where we are heading is like we need to take a U-turn, and then go back. We know we are heading somewhere,
Hmm.
but sometimes you need to sit back, and breathe 10 times, 100 times, and wait, and because it's not the right time. And sometimes in the past, I did get a little bit pissed off, because why take some time, so long? It should have been. Why aren't they going with me? No, because it's not the right time. It's not the time as yet. And that is mindful living, and using
Absolutely.
the sexual energy towards success. Okay.
Yes. So, any tips for the listeners? How can we actually combine three of them for our advantage?
Okay, I'll share what I did. Okay. Um, Living a mindful life will get to you to know teachers, masters, um, um, persons that comes into your life to for you to teach them, and they will teach you. Okay. And in my life, as a very very strong woman, I've gotten to know a lot of women that take me as I'm looking for a word, that they're afraid of me. Okay, because I do intimidate. Okay, because that's the energy. Sexual
Mhm.
energy usually intimidate a person that is not very um,
Connected.
connected to themselves. Yes.
Totally.
So what I've learned, what I teach women, majority of time I teach women, when you see a woman, and you feel intimidated, or you are so angry with her presence, she needs to teach you something. So be humble, stay calm, and get to know what she needs to teach you. And then you will use that information for your journey. That's a tip for today.
Oh my
Use
God,
the
I love it.
Yes, because we as women usually talk back on each other bad, very bad, instead of learning from each other. Yeah,
I love
that's
this. I
yes.
love this. And it's
Thank
just,
you.
like a change in the perception when, like rather than blaming somebody, and be angry and be triggered, just think
Yes.
about what is the lesson, what is that person is there to teach me.
Yes.
That's beautiful.
Yes, because usually when a person triggers you, it's because they are the soul, the
The
only
mirrors.
soul
Yeah.
that
Hmm.
can trigger for you to do your shadow work.
Yes, totally, totally.
And that's mindful living. That's mindful living.
Yes,
And
I
and
love,
and
yeah,
I,
I love everything what you shared. So I think, Dina, just to kind of wrap it up, let's just, for people to continue exploring on spirituality, to connect to themselves. And for that, they can do meditation, they can just do journaling, reflection, asking themselves who are they and what is important for them. And also, obviously, continue exploring your sexual energy, because that all is going to give you lots of success in life. So,
yes.
just wrapping up.
Yes. Yes,
Uh,
wrapping up.
yes, Bruno has to say something.
Bruno. Hi Bruno, love you. Hey ladies,
Okay,
we
it
might.
says women are the first ones to backstab each other when it comes to fighting for men, but then fight and believe in each other. Fight and believe in each other. Maybe, I don't know. I never had any of these experiences myself.
I
Can't
I I,
can't can't,
I
can't
have a
say.
lot. Do I have a couple of minutes for? I have
Yes,
a
sure,
story.
sure.
I
Yes.
like storytelling. I have a client that she was dating. She was in my dating program, and she got to know men, and she fell in love. It was love at first sight. So, but I think a week or two in this relationship, the ex of the this guy approached her, and she told her, don't you trust him, because he um slapped me, or this lady, and um, a bunch of stuff that ex told the client of mine.
Mm-hmm.
And she was so in love, and she blocked her, and she didn't take they she took
Take the advice. She didn't take advice.
the advice for granted. She didn't take that advice.
Mm-hmm.
But after a year, this guy was very, very nasty. And
Mm.
he was, how do you call that? Narcissist.
Mm-hmm.
Had narcissistic tendencies. And I told her, so this lady, his ex, was very on point. So she approached all by herself, she approached the lady, and she was very thankful, because he couldn't continue because of her, one thing that he did, or two or three, and then this lady was on point,
Yeah,
and
she
I
was
knew.
right. Yeah, so she's like, she confirmed to what the other woman was telling her about.
And
Yes.
until this day, they are telling each other how is everything, and this is how women should be with each other. Okay, take care of each other. And it's not because she was still in love with him, it's because he needed help, not a woman.
Yes.
And I think
Awesome.
what Bruno said is true.
All right. Let it be. So, thanks so much for today. Thanks so much, Bruno, for joining, and whoever was watching, peeking during the live. And I know people are going to be watching later. But, anyways, I just invite everybody to continue discovering that beautiful, beautiful connection between spirituality, sexuality, and success, and know that everything is real and everything is working. The only thing is, you just have to try it, and you just have to test for yourself, and then come back and let us know. Thank you. Lots of love
You.
and light, and see you on the next episode. Bye.
Bye.